Alright, what is going on, everyone? I'm Ian Salazar, or Tokify.
And I'm Zuri Minor.
And we are back with what could potentially be the last match of the season for the Vikings and the Rocket League team. This is pretty much for all the marbles as LBCC faces the Montana Griz. Both teams are currently on the bubble for the last playoff spot. And let's see how things go as Duck just goes straight into the back of the net for Montana to give the first goal here. But like as I was saying, both teams are on the cut line for the last spot. Pretty much, if you're LBCC, you need to win this, but also you do not want to win it in a Game 5. You need to win this 3-1 or 3-0. As long as it's a Game 5, under any circumstance, that's pretty much LBCC's elimination spot there. So let's see how these games go, as right off the rip, they concede a goal to Montana. But so far, things are going very well. Chris Biscuit's going to hit it over to the side, get the 50-50 over one. Chris Biscuit once again carrying it, dribbling it, is going to concede over to the other side. Hey Crew with an air dribble, Jewel with a 50-50. And very back and forth here to start off, despite the Griz getting the first goal here.
Feels like everything is being carefully close right now just because of like what's on the line. Teams are like doing good defense.
Very good defense. Again, you're right. Any small error here could potentially be a game-ending game. That pretty much can concede a game for the entire team. But let's see how things go. Burnt Schmax is going to pop it up over to Skiller Famous here. Over to the side, 50-50 for Chris Biscuit. He's going to win that. Over to Hikru though. Over to his teammate. Good middle shot and a big booming shot into the back of the net, giving Montana this second goal and a 2-goal lead here to start off.
Right there to get that too.
Barely gets it past the defender. Fortunately, not the save. But we keep on going on. Still nothing too much. A lot of time left to go. 3:15 here left to go in this first game. A best of 5, as these series have always been.
Yeah, they can still turn it around. It's not over just yet.
LBCC. Ball is in the orange half. Fortunately, only one back is Chris Biscuit. Gonna be able to get the 50-50. Isn't able to get that boost here though. Just trying to control it. Is gonna 50-50 with Skiller. Shot by Duck is going to hit it over to the side. Jewel now gets a big pinch over to the sidewall. Hikru over to the right side. Can he get a second touch? No. Chris Biscuit is gonna get there past him. Jewel now. Bumping Duck. Opportunity for LBCC is going to get cut. Hey Crew, the defense is there for the Griz. Demo does come in. Jewel is going to get a touch over to Hey Crew. Chris Biscuit gets a 50-50. Birchbacks off the wall is going to actually play slow. Pinches it with Hey Crew over to the right side. Chris Biscuit tried to receive that over the Jewel. And you get the second touch. Isn't able to get there in time. Bumps Duck while on the backboard. Chris Biscuit, good shot. Off the crossbar, and there it is, floating.
Wow.
Barely goes.
Great shot right there.
Barely goes under the crossbar to give LBCC their first goal to keep them in this game. Only down 1 now. Still 2 minutes left to go. A good amount of time left to try to force a comeback here. Jewel over to the side. Chris Biscuit, another shot off the post and off the finish is Jewel. Once again, Chris Biscuit and Jewel. What a passing play to tie this game up.
Good teamwork right there. It felt like they were communicating really well on that one.
Yeah, a bunch of those first 2 goals, or those 2 goals by the Montana and the Griz. Unfortunately, probably some miscommunication error there, but I feel like those shots by LBCC that went in were definitely some better communication and definitely better for them, as they came back 2-all in this first game of this series. A lot on the line here for these both of these teams. 1 minute 18 left to go. Jewel trying to go in for a touch. Is low on boost. He's gonna give that over to his teammate Chris Biscuit. Haker now in a 50-50 in the corner. Burnt Schmax over to Skiller Famous, trying to get a dribble. 50-50 by Jewel. Haker now over to the side. Burnt Schmax.
Good defense. Good
shot. Jewel is there for the cherry pick. He's going to go wide right, though. 50 seconds left to go now. Under a minute left.
50.
Oh, that would have been an own goal there for Griz, but thankfully that just barely goes off the backboard. still safe though. LBCC adding a good amount of pressure. Burn Schmacks. Waterfall off the backboard. Is anyone there to finish? Looks like Jewel is going to just try to carry it off the side. Ball is popped into the air. 30 seconds left to go now. Chris Biscuit. Over the Jewel. 20 seconds left to go. Jewel with a shot. Is there for the finish? Yes, it is!
Nice
LBCC gets
Jewel.
the lead. The late lead to in this first game with 17 seconds left to go. Can they hold, or will the Griz pull off something here to bring us into overtime? Duck now. Gets a double tap off the backboard, but isn't going to do anything for him. As the 10-second timer hits, 5 seconds left to go now. Skill or famous. Demo attempt. Ball is killed. LBCC steals that first game from the Griz.
Good comeback by LBCC right there. Definitely like a lot of good communication going on with like the plays especially, and Jewel definitely coming in clutch there, as well as Chris Biscuit.
The 2 goals by him and Chris Biscuit with the 1 goal with the 6 shots for the entire team. You were right. Those first 2 goals that were given up were a little sketchy, but I feel like once they got their feet wet with the Griz, that would definitely help them out, and they got more comfortable and just definitely calmed down a bit as they really get 3 goals in a row in this first game. Will they get a second game right off of them? Let's find out as we head into game number 2. A fresh 5 minutes on the clock. Let's see what happens here. Kickoff is on the screen. Bert Schmacks is going to pop it up into the air. Over to Haker now. Jewel over to his teammate. Actually, Duck is just going to get it past 1. Bert Schmacks, last line of defense. Good demos though by LBCC. The aggression is there. What do you think the Griz have to do here after, especially with their mindset of we had a 2-goal lead and they just gave it up?
I feel like they just need to be like a bit more aggressive with what they're doing. I feel like they got their the 2 goals, and maybe just like was feeling a little too relaxed, and that just allowed like LBCC to get back doing that. So we'll see. They're definitely like doing a better job at like with the goal defending right now too. So see what happens.
That was a good pinch attempt by the Griz. Unfortunately, is going to get saved out. Pass by Jewel on the Chris Biscuit is going to get saved out though. Burnt Max with a pop-up. Jewel and Duck in the air both do miss surprisingly. 1 minute off the clock. This is by now we've seen that first or second goal by the Griz, but so far very low scoring in this second game to start off. Things could happen though. Haker now with a touch. 3:30 on the clock. Good 50-50 though. Isn't gonna go LBCC's way. Chris Biscuit now. Last line of defense. Good pinch and 50-50s by him. Burnt Schmacks.
It's just been feeling like a lot of back and forth so far.
A lot of back and forth, and so far kind of been in the favor of the Griz though. So far, like the past 20-30 seconds, ball's been stuck in the blue half. But a clear should be able to come in soon here for the Vikings. Good shot. That's just barely going to go wide right, though. That was very dangerous if there was no one back for LBCC. Thankfully, that is wide right, so not really any harm to him anyway. Skill or famous is going to get it past 1. Still 60 boost in his tank. Could possibly do something with it. Chris Biscuit, though. 0 boost in his tank. Gets it past 1. Big bump by Burnt Schmacks. Is anyone there for the finish?
But nobody could complete.
No completion. We still stay at 0-0 in this game number 2. Definitely a lot closer, and definitely, I guess, more passive compared to the first game where there was already at least 2 or 3 goals at this time.
Yeah, I feel like everybody's been getting, just as I say that, the Griz ends up scoring the first goal for game 2.
But as you were saying, go ahead.
Like I was saying, I feel like everybody's just being a lot more careful with what they're doing here. You know, with everything on the line right now, it's like one mistake could mean like the end of everything.
I know these guys have in the back of their mind what's at stake. Not only just the win that they want, but in terms of the standings of game differential. Really quickly, unless a goal decides to happen here within the next 20 seconds, and my point gets cut off. If there's a tiebreaker in terms of the wins between a few teams, they will go to game differential, which is how many more games you've won, or the difference between the games you've won and the singular games that you lost. So that's very crucial. So sweeps and 3-1s are definitely where you want to aim for, and that's definitely what LBCC needs to aim for here. Anything that goes to Game 5, whether it's a win or loss, is going to end their season. 8-3 now. Big shot, that's just really going to go wide right. Is anyone there to receive? Jewel. Plays slow, pops it up over one. Can he get there for a second touch? Chris Biscuit goes up with him. Minute and a half left to go now. Good hit by him. Mom took my Jewel, keeping it into the orange half. Good hit by Birch. Max, is anyone there though? Hey,
intercepted.
Is going to get cut off, or cuts off that pass, I should say. Has a minute 8 left to go now. Definitely a lot more low scoring compared to this first game.
Like I was saying, like just being a lot more cautious.
Yeah, definitely being more passive in this type of game, especially. Again, I've already mentioned mistakes multiple times, but I feel like in any game, very super minor and small mistakes can make a big difference later on as the series progresses. But that first game didn't do anything for LBCC because they did force that comeback. But they are down 2 now with 36 seconds left to go. As time goes down, the chances of a comeback get very slim. LBCC down 2 with 34 seconds left to go here. Birch Max. Good 50-50 there. Pinch off the post. Waterfall opportunity for Jewel, and he gets it.
Wow. Good follow through by Jewel.
Lead is cut in half now. Only down 1 for LBCC. 24 seconds left to go. Can we see another comeback within these last 20 seconds? Or will the Griz get the first game, their first game in this series? Ball is sent, cleared into the orange half. Looks like there's some time wasting is going on now for University of Montana Griz. 5 seconds left to go. Ball passed over the Jewel.
Oh, good
shot.
setup, but
Waterfall, is anyone there for the finish? No. Skiller Famous, and I believe that was Birch Max up in the air. But as long as that ball is touching the ground with 0 seconds, that game is over. LBCC will lose that. Montana will win that. Series is now tied 1-1. It's pretty much just a best of 3 at this rate. Less games to try to make errors in, but like you mentioned, this game's been a lot closer compared to that first one. First of all, that first game alone was already close.
It's been crazy.
And I forgot to, and I just want to mention, with how these games are going, we could potentially see a very exciting second half of this series as we add into game number 3 here.
Yeah, anything can happen now. We'll see what happens.
Skiller Finn is going to kick off the position for Montana Griz. K2 now dribbling it. Birch Max with a 50-50 over to the side. Over to Birch Max. Good cherry pick there. 1v1. Good flick over one. Isn't unfortunately going to get there. Jewel is going to get 50'd out. Chris Biscuit now. Jewel gets 50-50, or does 50-51 over to Birch Max now. Good booming hit is going to get saved out though by A-Crew. Good defense by the Griz. Birch Max. Chris Biscuit actually is going to get a flick over one. That ball is unfortunately going to go off the left post. As we continue on here now. Chris Biscuit going to get a second touch. Now he's going to get beat up by Duck there. No one back, actually one back there, but can Birch Max cut it? Yes, he's able to. K-Crew now keeping possession for the Griz onto the blue side of the field. Birch Max. 50-50. Skiller Famous is going to whiff that. But so far, no harm to him. Good shot, but is going to get speed out and saved by Chris Biscuit there. LBCC holding strong despite the ball being in their half for a very long time. Those shots do go wide. Hey-Crew there. Good clear by Chris Biscuit. Can Jewel get there to receive it? Is going to bump one though, but Birch Max should 50-50 this, and he's able to. Possession. Playing slow. Good air dribble by Skiller Famous. Is going to get a flip reset, but isn't going to do too much for the team. Hey-Crew now. Flick is going to cut off by Jewel. Chris Biscuit over to the side. Birch Max. Gets to get a second touch. Skiller Famous is just playing the defense, playing very aggressive in the corner now. Ball is set mid. Good hit by Birch Max, but is going to get saved out by Skiller Famous. A lot of back and forth. These shots so far have been going cross field.
Almost like you're playing ping pong.
Ping pong, pretty much. That's exactly what. That's exactly the term that that is pretty much said during these. Ball just keeps on going every which way, opposite sides of the field. As you reach halftime, no goals so far between both teams. We say it at 0-0.
I definitely say they're playing like a lot more aggressive right now.
Yeah, the aggression has honestly picked up this third game compared to the last game where it was really close. But so far though, that aggression has been tied up with a good defense by both teams as still no goal has been scored. Taker now over to the side. Jewel by Duke. Haircrew now. Good hit. Is anyone there for the finish? Good shot by Skiller. Is going to get 50-50'd out though and cut. That ball is still playing defense. Good defense by LBCC. Ball is sent to the orange half now. Let's see what they can do with the ball. With the offense that they need. He's up now. Over to Jewel. Jewel is going to 50-50 this. Is anyone? And he's going to get that corner boost. I saw that ball that boost spawn right as he left the frame.
Oh.
What? Okay,
wow.
That's a goal. Looks like that was a miscommunicated double commit, but I guess the bump worked. That's a goal. They will take that for probably not what LBCC wanted or even thought of, but let's see what happens now as the University of Montana is up 1 against the Vikings in game number 3. Time is running down, only a minute 15 left to go now.
Yeah, they still got time though. They still got time to make something happen. So
we've seen bigger comebacks with small amounts of time left by LBCC. Let's see what happens here as under a minute left to go in game number 3. Again, the best of 5, first team to win 3 games wins the match, but ultimately if you're LBCC, you need to win you need to win this game pretty much if you want to keep your playoff hopes alive. And so far, those chances are looking very slim as the time goes down. A Rule 1 in the corner there, something we've never seen or heard before in these casts. Rule 1 is pretty much 2 cars just stationary in the corner there as Chris Biscuit, if the camera can pan over to him. And another member of the Griz just chilling there. Usually that's been a meme around the community, just letting them play there. It's pretty essentially a 2v2 for the remainder. And there it is, Chris Biscuit and Skiller Famous just playing stationary, not breaking their cards. Something I think the first time and probably the last time we'll see in this season. But there's your content for you.
how long does things usually last?
Well, depends on how the team wants to approach it. LBCC, I guess decided to keep with it. Unfortunately, they will lose this game. And actually, quickly, as we were on a fun note, but on a more serious note, that ends their season. Even if LBCC win these next 2 games, the game differential isn't going to work in their favor, as their playoff hopes do end here. But there's still 2 more games to go. Let's see if they can capitalize and at least finish their season off with a win. Again, that 1 goal was very unfortunate. That was a weird double commit that just occurred into a goal. But let's see where things pick up here as we reach pretty much the bottom half, the second half of this series. LBCC, 1 game. University of Montana, 2 games. 1 more match point for the Griz, but let's see if LBCC can capitalize. Good hit by Birch Max. Griz starting off with the ball here in this game number 4. Keeping it. Can he get a demo? Yes, he's able to. Duke now. Shot is going to get blocked off by Chris Biscuit. Good hit by him. Good hit by Jewel. Heading it over to Heiku though. Birch Max. Looks like Heiku has been playing massive lines of defense.
Oh, Birch Max but it's been defended.
Chris Biscuit gonna receive this ball. Is gonna hit it off the backboard. Duke now with a shot, a pop up to his teammate Chris Biscuit. Last back is gonna get blocked, or is gonna block that shot, I should say. Very dangerous. Good pressure by the Griz, but so far no harm to anyone in this game as a minute is gone off the clock. Air dribble by Heiku is going to get cut off by Chris Biscuit. Skiller Famous is going to scoop it up. Chris Biscuit bumps him out. So far, no one back. Actually, Chris Biscuit is just going to rotate back to the front post. Probably still get that corner boost. Shot opportunity for Akru. He's just going to go off the backboard. There's a shot as well off the crossbar.
Just barely insane.
And that ball is out. So, what a very dangerous situation for LBCC. Thankfully saved by the crossbar, literally. And we keep on going here. Chris Biscuit trying to clear this. Is going to get it past one. Zero boost in his tank though. Can he get a 50-50? He's probably going to scoop this off the wall. He's actually going to get beat out by one. Skiller Famous is going to get a good touch. Is going to pitch this over to the other corner. Heiku now is going to receive that. Duke decides to stay down. Chris Biscuit is going to get 50 out as well. So far, no one back. Off the crossbar is the ball. A lot of shots coming in for the University of Montana, but none of them are going in. They've either hit the backboard or just barely inched past the crossbar. Or on the crossbar, I should say. Heiku now. Good shot by him. Burnt Schmacks, though, is going to clear this into the orange half. As we reach halftime here in game number 4. Very close. A lot of ping pong action has been going on, like that was mentioned earlier. Both teams just trying to play safe. Don't want to play too far aggressive. Don't want to have a lot, 2 men downfield and have some random pinch that goes in. But we still stay at 0-0 scoreless in this game number 4. Chris Biscuit with a flick past one. Can he get the finish? No. Looks like Burnchmack tried to go for the bump as well, but isn't going to get anything. Jewel now gets a 50. Good demo there for LBCC. Didn't see who that was though. Heiku now going to pop it up to his teammate Duck. Jewel now.
And Jewel takes it.
Can he get a? Is he going to get that corner boost? I was wondering why that corner boost wasn't registered. I guess barely misses it from that hitbox. Minute and a half left to go now. Both teams still scoreless. Burnchmax gets 50-50 out. Chris Biscuit is probably going to scoop this into the corner and send that corner boost. Gets one off the backboard. Can he get a second? He's able to.
Good air dribble.
Big pinch off the side. Anyone there? Mom took my jewel. He's seen down there. Good shot. The setup is there. Is anyone there for the finish? Chris Biscuit. Yes, he is. The passing play was there.
And the first goal of game 4.
To LBCC, giving them the 1-goal lead. A minute left to go. Is there another goal there? But it's going to get saved out. The ball was very slow.
Man. Good shot setup, but
Chris Biscuit is there. Duke now, pass one. Good defense by Chris Biscuit as well. Mom took my jewel. 50-50ing it to the side. Duck now trying to center it. Jewel off the backboard. Probably not the pitch that he wanted. Duck is also going to go up. Isn't going to get anything from that air. Good shot by Heiku. He's going to get saved out though. Good defense by LBCC. Just trying to hold. Just trying to hold indeed with 30 seconds left in this game. Trying to force a game 5, but also just trying to play for the win. Again, playoff spots are pretty much secured. Just trying to play for the win now. LBCC up 1. 10 seconds left to go. Duck now. Good shot. Is Heiku there for the cherry pick? Is able to get there, but a big save!
Wow, good save.
By Burnchmax is going to keep them alive in this game. Will we see it? Can LBCC get a second goal, or will this ball just die down? Or will we see a cross, or see this ball cross the field and potentially get the game-tying goal here with 0 seconds? We've seen better things, but no, LBCC is going to kill that ball and force a game number 5 in this series. Burnchmax, 3 saves to the Chris Biscuits, 4 saves, and the game-winning goal.
A lot of good defense going on.
And also the defense. I'm glad you mentioned that. A lot of saves to the many shots that Montana has done, but didn't do LBCC any harm, as they've forced no goals, keeping them scoreless here. But LBCC needed that crucial game 4 win to force a game 5. And let's see how it goes here for this final game. We haven't seen an overtime. I wonder how close. Let's see how this series ends here.
Yeah, do you think it happened?
Duke now. Handing it over to the side. Chris Biscuit is there. Gets a shot.
Oh,
that is indeed a goal. Okay. We see how it is. Off the side wall from like their half.
Yeah,
And that barely floats in. Let's see how this goes now. Heycrew is going to backflip onto the wall. Can he get a touch? Does get it. Over to Chris Biscuit now. LBCC starting off this game 5 very strong, getting a goal within these first 20 seconds, but is going to get countered by Skiller Famous indeed. Tying it up right away. Wanted to get back in this. They did indeed. Jewel now. Gonna play it slow. Gets it past Skiller Famous. Gets it past Duck as well, but is gonna get bumped out in that air dribble. Burnt smacks over to the side. 50-50s it. Over to Chris Biscuit.
Good shot.
Anyone there for the finish? So far, LBCC playing very good defense. Good hold by them. Duck now trying to go for a shot. Is gonna whip there though. Good dunk there by him. Cut that 50-50. Birchmax is going to pop it up. Good hit.
Oh.
Very strong over to the orange half, but Duck is just going to clear it right back down. Jewel now. Gets it past one. Anyone there for the center? Big pinch.
Oh, wow.
That could potentially go in. Yes, it does.
Oh.
So we saw the first goal being a hit off the sidewall from LBCC half that just floats in. Then we see a pinch like this.
Oh.
And we see a kickoff goal.
What's happening?
What is happening? That's a very good question. I think both teams are just very hungry and they're putting it all on the line now in this final game.
This has been like crazy, just back and forth right now.
A lot of back and forth action, and we've only been a little under a minute and a half in this game. There's still a lot more to go here. Yeah, when you reach halftime, there's already 5 goals. Or 4 goals, I should say. Skiller Famous now. Over to the side. Over to Jewel. Gets it past one. Can he get a 50-50 over Heycrew? No. Demo does come in for the Griz. Burnschmax. Trying to dribble it. Is going to get popped up. Heycrew now. Off the sidewall. Can get a second
Good
touch.
shot
Good
set up.
center. Is anyone there for the finish? No. Duke is going to get there, but that's just going to go off the backboard. Skiller Famous. Good pinch by Burnschmax. Is that going to go off to the left? Wide it is. Jewel now. Actually, Burnschmax is going to stay with this. Trying to go for a center. Gets it past Duke. Ball is going to get off the orange crossbar. Big bump by Duke on a Chris Biscuit. Anyone back for LBCC? Good air dribble attempt now by Heycrew. He's going to pinch it off the ceiling. Ball is up in the air. Burnschmax is going to 50-50. Skiller Famous. Duke is there for the 50-50 as well. Good defensive hold here for the LBCC and the Vikings. As halftime approaches now, 2:15 left to go in this last game of this series.
Oh, good shot setup.
Good setup. Chris Biscuit is going to get cut off. Ceiling. No one is there. It looks like Duke is just going to heat it. He's going to beat Jewel there. But big booming clear by Burnschmax is going to clear it back into the orange half. Good hit now by Burnschmax. Chris Biscuit. There's for the 50-50. Jewel is going to get beat to that ball. But Mom Took My Jewel is there. Is going to get cut out as well. Under 2 minutes left to go now. Chris Biscuit gets it over to the sidewall. Gets a touch. Doesn't go for the air dribble though.
Duke takes it.
Duke takes it. Shot is going to go just barely. Saves. Save. Jewel over to the side. Burnschmax now over the Jewel. 1v1. Burnschmax, can he get it? Ball is still lurking in the box. Chris Biscuit now goes for a center. Skiller Famous, I think, tried to go for a touch there. Does miss. Duke also misses as well. Good hit by Heycrew over one there. Good demo by Heycrew as well as he goes for that rotation. Good aggression by Griz here to try to get a goal, and there it is. 1 goal lead for the Griz. Will that be the 1 goal? Will that be enough? Or will LBCC get a goal here? We will see. 1 minute left to go now. Chris Biscuit. Over to Duke. Duke. Over to Chris Biscuit. To the corner. Jewel with a big 50-50. A waterfall. Is anyone there? Big shot by Chris Biscuit is going to get blocked up by Skiller Famous. But ball so far in the orange half. Duke now gets it off the side. Off the corner. big hit. Chris Biscuit is going to seal that mid or that corner 100 boost pad. Bergschmax hitting it over to the middle, over to his teammate. Jewel goes for the whip. Bergschmax flicks it past one. Can he get it off the crossbar? The air dribble is there. LBCC ties it up.
Good shot by Bergschmax.
24 seconds left in this game. Regulation, I should say. This game could go into overtime, the only overtime of the series.
Or somebody could break it. Let's see.
This could be it. 10-second countdown now for both teams. Will this ball, as how it's been in the blue half, be a goal for the Griz? Or will we reach overtime? Let's find out. 0 seconds now. Ball still in the air. Haiku now is going to let that ball kill. And we are into overtime. Golden goal. 1 goal. Sudden death to see who will take this series. Let's lock in.
Who do you think's going to take it?
Let's find out. So far, Griz have that offensive pressure, but the defense of LBCC has always just been there. So I feel like if we take a look, this could be LBCC's year. Let's see. Skiller now, off the side. Good defense by Chris Biscuit. Can he get it past one? He's able to. No one there. Looks like Chris Biscuit is gonna get it. Looks like 3 members of the Griz get it. LBCC will steal it.
Last goal.
Gets game 5 and the victory for LBCC. That is the game, or that is the series winner. Unfortunately, the playoff hopes aren't there, but it's very good for LBCC to finish their season off with a win. We'll see if there's more tournaments or more games for these guys to come, but unfortunately, that is the regular season and exit for the Vikings. We'll see how they go there.